Otter?
Oh, yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, no worries, no worries. We missed you.
Oh, I've
So
been
we
here.
were
I just
wondering, how did you get involved with the day night community?
um, I actually got recommended here by a friend. I think I've mentioned this before in a previous stream,
Yep.
and he's absolutely colossal fan of Day Nine. So he's kind of just shoved me in there and said, "Hey, you should check this out." And I admittedly have not seen a whole lot of streams and a whole lot of Day Nine so far, but I have um kind of poked around in the community a little bit, and seems pretty cool. And I'm I guess I'll just continue to kind of check it out and see what happens. Seems pretty interesting though.
Yeah, definitely. And hey, it brought you here to us today.
Hmm.
All right. And Anuzarg, what about you? Like, how did you become involved with the day nine community?
We're gonna have to wait for like about 20 seconds for his answer, but
Oh
that's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's right. That's
Just
true. He's really thinking about this one.
that's one way to look at it. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't let you listen. You don't have a
I
mic.
am too. That's
I
kind
thought
of
it did.
unfortunate.
I mean, clearly he should not. I mean, it's not the hardest process in the world, so I'm guessing it is blocking him.
Right, yeah.
Man, I don't know. I'm not.
Skype
Skype
blocking,
seems to
kind
be
of a jerk.
constructed in really a very large amount of very stupid ways, so I'm not sure I'm surprised anymore.
Hey, I didn't make it, so.
Me neither. I can actually hear, I think, what I think is myself very faintly in the background.
Um, are you listening to the stream as well?
Well, we could ender, but he doesn't have a mic, so I'm not really sure that would solve the problem exactly. Also, the
Yeah,
in-game the
that'd be
in-game
great.
voice system is really bad.
Please do.
Yeah, we actually had to do this with both players earlier today.
Yes, it was interesting. It was very interesting.
Ugh. Sort of like coughed and tried to talk at the same time. Did not work.
No, it doesn't sound like a very healthy thing to do. On a Blizzard article, huh?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I think I remember hearing about that a long time ago. But it was one of those things they just kind of did out of nowhere. It's
Oh,
actually,
wow.
but that, you know what that might have been? That might have been around, was that? Okay, I'm gonna ask for clarification on that. So I'm
I
asking him,
remember
was that around when SC2 launched? I can't remember. I seem to remember something like that.
I remember the first place I heard about EG was actually in a Blizzard article as well.
Wait, really? Now that I
Yes.
do not remember anything about. What was it covering?
It was just like the team. I remember LZ Gamer was in the article as well. I feel so sad about EG too. They lost like 3 Koreans. I was like, oh,
I'm pretty sure they had them primarily for Pro League.
yeah.
I'm amazed they kept Jade on.
They kept him. I thought that he didn't sign again.
I'm fairly certain it was Revival, Oz, and Alive who didn't.
Uh-oh.
But that's all. It just seems strange to me because if that's the case, you could be right, and that would make sense. It just seems weird that Kespa wouldn't have him in Pro League.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll let you type the questions then.
Will do. Uh-huh, uh-huh. 1.1. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that's unusual. Shaku, one thing you might want to try, which can help out with that, try unplugging the cord from the wall and plugging it back in. Sometimes the actual socket's messed up. I've had that happen. Sounds like his internet's kind of really messed up. Yeah, pretty similar to mine. Hello, Ninja Bird. We're
Hey
trying
Ninja,
to.
how's it going? Didn't really hear him, just read about him. Okay. Cool. Cool. How did well, I'll let you ask him.
Forums or what? So basically, to clarify, Anuzarg, if you're still confused after thinking about this for another 20 seconds, I'm basically wondering, like, beyond that, then what'd you do? So you heard about Day 9, then what? Did you watch the dailies? Did you get involved in community in other ways? Did you,
How'd you
was
come
it
across
Fun
the
Day
show matches?
Monday? Was it for the ant analysis? Basically, why?
Oh yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Watch the dailies. Nice, nice. So how did you come
Oh,
across
hey,
how
Faust. Shout out to the DKTL, Day Night Team League. Awesome work you do on that, man.
nice.
I only just heard about it myself, so I'm really excited to see that you got a new season going. But anyway, yeah, that covers like, like I said, we wanted to keep this kind of truncated. So here's how we do the next part. Um, and I had this suggested by ZRQ. Normally, we give the players a choice between vetoing first or picking the first map once we get it narrowed down to 3. Oh, he's answering the question before. My apologies. But anyway, as I was going to say, was ZRQ's suggestion is that we'll switch that from vetoing first to vetoing second, since apparently that's more like this is a little bit.
More of an advantage.
But anyway, yes, Mr. Anuzarg, he is replying now. This is mostly the ones about improving his Zerg play. Ah, so it is more kind of more for the analysis angle. That's good though, because that was pretty similar for myself. I was basically similar kind of like I actually didn't have SE2 when I first heard about it. I was in college, I had a really crappy computer, and I just needed something to fill time on certain days, and like the Fun Day Mondays and the other dailies, it just like really made my day better. I'm like, this is awesome. I think this game's really cool. So I eventually got it myself, but I remember later on, yeah, his influence was pretty dramatic on actually getting me to improve.
Oh wow.
I imagine I would have ended up just being a single player person, even if I got it without that.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's crazy. I actually did not know that. It's most people it seems actually play StarCraft first and then out about Day 9, but you kind of did that in reverse.
Well, it is. I mean, that's sort of true. At least with SC2, it is. With StarCraft 1, I played that when I was a kid. That was so many years ago, and I did not play multiplayer at all.
Oh yeah.
I tried once, but for some reason I couldn't get it to work, so I just kind of gave up on it. It was like some weird technical problem I had. I was on a dial-up modem and I didn't understand what I was doing, and only had the one
Ooh.
friend who played, and we were just like, not worth it. So I just like ran over to his house because he was in the same neighborhood as me, and we just played together there. So like, yeah, and we were super terrible, so we pretty much just like spent our time goofing off trying to beat campaign levels, getting stuck in Brood War. This was so unbelievably hard for just a kid who had no idea what he was doing.
Oh yeah. That was, I think SC1 was actually my first RTS as well.
All right, so we will do the rock. We could do the rock paper scissors thing, but I'm kind of getting the impression that we might have more technical problems. I would like to keep our minimize our use of Skype as much as possible for the rest of this. So here's what I would like you guys to do. I have 2 dice, and I'm going to roll them. I'm going to ask you to pick a number between, I believe the lowest number here is, yeah, 2 and 16, and whoever's closer gets to pick.
That campaign was hard. I remember playing that as a kid too.
Oh, Zishe, Mr. Anuzarg is going for the real low call of 2. Otter, what's your number? 7.
7.
Well, the
Okay.
number is 13, so it goes to Otter. Otter gets the choice of, do you want to veto second, i.e., you know, kind of get the ability to counterpick whatever maps he goes for, or would you like to choose first once we're down to 3 maps?
I will go ahead and veto second.
Okay.
Veto second. All
Which
right.
means that Mr. Anuzarg will get the first choice of the map once we are narrowed it down to 3. From there, basically, loser will pick the following map. So, this means, Anuzarg, what's the first veto? If you are curious, well, sorry, I should type this out right now since it's going to do this immediately. We use the ladder maps for this. So what would you like to veto first? Easy way to get them on the screen. Go to custom games, then browse and show ladder maps.
The way that I actually figure out which map I'm going to veto, I actually click on my profile. I go to ladders, in stats, and then map report.
Another
And I
way to
look at
do
both
this would
those
be to
images.
open up the map veto thing on the matchmaking menu. That also gives you all your percentages. So let's see, like if I did that myself right now. Oh, no, we can't do that because we're in a party. Never mind. That suggestion was horrible.
Good try. Good try.
You hear additional typing. Where? My bad. You were hearing my black switches, most likely. He is getting rid
Black
of
switch is
Ultra Scene
OP.
Stronghold. I am not surprised at all. All right.
That is like every Zerg's least favorite map.
It's like every single person seems like.
Fair
I've
enough.
seen
Fair enough.
Protoss get rid of it, and I'm like, what? Really? Okay.
To me, that actually really favors Protoss because it
Yeah.
is so easy to hide pylons just anywhere.
You can hide pylons. You get like a free natural.
A free third almost.
Well, that's a bit trickier because by that point they can go like up to mutas, and then it gets a little awkward because of the way it's spaced. But
Oh, but you can take a ninja third somewhere.
that is also true. It's not hard at all. Otter, your choice next.
Let me go ahead and do Polar Knight.
Got it.
Polar Knight. So Alterzim and Polar Knight are out.
No. Oh, good old Neoplanet S. That was an interesting map, I have to say. I had a lot of really weird games on that one.
That was a huge Neo S planet. That was like when I first started playing single player. I still remember that MLG game between Flash and Life on that map. Holy cow.
There were
That
some.
was such a classic.
Oh man, there was a lot of interesting games on that map. There's a lot of hatred and rage for it as well. But like
Oh, yes.
it was controversial but kind of fun as a viewer. I really liked it.
I remember the first time I ever saw Jaedong play was actually on Neo Planet S too.
Yeah, that would make sense because I think that was on the map ladder when the Kespa players switched over, I think. I remember getting to briefly see players like Bisu play a little bit, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of cool." And then he did like that old style from Brood War, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, it's unfortunate it doesn't work." Like it's the one where you like rush zealots and then try to go for like a really fast second and third, which kind of used to work, doesn't anymore, unfortunately.
Uh-oh. It's amazing how much the game has changed over the years.
Yeah.
Like going back and seeing like the old Wings of Liberty games, like where people didn't take thirds like ever. The game has changed a lot. All right, but we're waiting on a veto from Anuzarg, right?
If he's still thinking, that's fine.
No problem. No problem. Like I believe we were
V-shaped,
actually
itty
discussing
bitty.
this
Oh, man. I know which map you're talking about.
Derelict Watcher.
No, the one that Faust is mentioning, Clontis Meyer.
Oh goodness, that
That
was
was an
terrible.
interesting map. There, are you sure that
How
was
did that
Clontis
one
Meyer?
become
Because
a?
you said a long U shape, and then at the top of the U was a bridge that you
That
could.
is
Oh, that was
Clontis.
Clontis Meyer. I'm thinking of a different map that's even older than that, and is probably still in the novice player pool, if I recall correctly. Oh
Are
man,
you
what
talking
was it?
about the one that was super big,
It
or
had like a really,
oh,
really, really long walk distance to the other base, but then there was like a bunch of rocks that you could break down to go to the other side, and there was like an
is
island
that
in a
Steps of
corner.
War?
I don't think that was Steps of War. No, it was.
Oh
I feel like
goodness,
Anuzarg,
Station wasn't the name.
Anuzarg vetoed Derelict Watcher in the in-game chat.
Derelict Watcher.
Oh,
Okay,
oh, my bad. Sorry about that,
so
Anuzarg.
we have Alterzim, Polar Knight, and Derelict Watcher vetoed. All right, back to you, Otter. What would you like to veto?
I'll go ahead and do Belshire.
Oh wow.
Belshear. All
Okay,
right,
we actually have a four-player map. That's unusual. Cool. Let's do it.
This one's
those are all gone.
And I am guessing from your profile, I checked it earlier briefly, Anuzarg. I believe you're a Zerg player. Otter, are you still going to play random? This is up
um,
to you.
I'll go ahead and go Zerg.
Oh,
Go
okay.
Zerg. All right, so we have a
CBC tonight.
ZVZ. Interesting, interesting.
Star Station, Yonsu, and Frost are our maps. Going to be featuring that lovely snow tile set pretty heavily tonight. As heavily as possible, in fact.
Hey, we're getting ready for Christmas, right?
So the first map choice goes to, I believe, Anuzarg. The typing was me getting that to him.
Oh, you beat me.
I type all sorts. Not fast. Not at all. Other people beat me very quickly. You notice the only time I can type fast is when I play Rainer Party. That's the only time I don't have typos either because I can concentrate on it. Scrap Station CRQ, yes,
I'm
thank
always the
you.
first. I'm
I
always the first
played
one
one
out.
of my placement matches on that and got Planetary Fortress rushed. It was awesome.